Hey guys, it's your girl Chef Jazz here, owner of Green Panther Chef, where we normalize cooking with cannabis. Today, I'm really excited because I'm spicing up a very classic recipe. Have you ever heard of bananas Foster? So we're actually going to put that on a pound cake and we're going to press it in a panini maker. So if you're all about infusion and all of that good type of stuff, you want to make sure you check out this episode. So how do you get started? First thing you want to do is get started over top of a pan. I always like to have my heat over at least medium high or at least medium low. Just the reason being is because I like to have my pan waiting for me before I start to get cooking on any type of stuff. As I was waiting for my pan to get heated up, all I did was peel just a few baby bananas. Moment of silence for baby bananas. They're really awesome. And the reason being is because they're a lot sweeter. I know we see the larger ones in the store. They're really good. Watch some documentaries about it. Yeah. Okay. So, but the baby ones, they really have a different level of flavor. So yeah, that's what I'm cooking with. So on the bottom of the pan, we'll add a little bit of butter. If you feel as though that I'm leaving you behind, or it's like, hey, Jazz, I wanted to cook along with you, do not worry. I'm going to leave all of the recipes, all that good stuff inside the show notes below, or a link so you can access that information. All right, so it's going to add some butter to the bottom of the pan. But you want to know what? Let's add all of it. All right, so all we're going to do is just melt that down. That's the first thing that we have to do. Doesn't have to be fancy. It's just time is a process, or like time is an ingredient. Everything's a process, but time is an ingredient. So on the bottom of there, and as that butter actually starts to melt, perfect time, not when it's fully melted, to add our sliced baby bananas. You can like already smell the sweetness of the bananas hitting the pan with the butter. And this is not infused. We're going to wait until the end. Actually, our pound cake has already been infused. But when we're cooking on high heats like this, anyone who knows me, we want to reserve those cannabinoids. We need all of those benefits, guys. So if we're doing something like this, I just want to make sure we have all of them in the pan, in my body, at least. So low and slow is the way to go. So as those just cook down and get really good, this is kind of like my secret ingredient, just a little bit of turmeric. If you don't know what turmeric is good for, I highly encourage you to check it out. But it has powerful anti-inflammatory benefits. I'm a Crohn survivor, so I absolutely love anything that is anti-inflammatory and where I can sneak it in. It also has great color, right? Simple as that. Just a little bit of cinnamon as well. And I love to add just a tad bit of vanilla to the pan. Already, the color is gorgeous, especially with that turmeric. I'm gonna cut up this heat just a tad bit. Because if you're familiar with bananas Foster and all that good type of stuff, we want the flambe type of action. And because we are not using actual liquor, the vanilla extract actually plays off and we can get a little bit of that flame. We don't want our bananas to be mushy at all. So we're going to add a little bit of our CBD infused or our cannabis infused sugar. Check out greenpantherchef.com if you want the stash. Oh, amazing. Amazing. And anyone who knows me knows that I love fresh herbs. I mean, I'm a Turk girl. Right. I absolutely love terpenes. So I love to put in rosemary and basil and black pepper and oregano and all of that good type of stuff inside of my cooking. Don't judge me. The knife is not right, but I'm going to work it out. I'm going to add just a little bit of rosemary to the pan. Oh, I think that's done. We do not want that to get mushy at all. So we're going to let that hang out on the pan. In the meantime, if you want my pound cake recipe, I'm going to make sure I leave it in the link below because this is homemade. My grandmother actually passed down this recipe to me. So guys, if you want it, you're going to have to comment. That's all I'm saying. It's that good. All right. So we're getting started. Just a little bit of pound cake on the bottom. I love to put a little bit of butter. I'm such a slacker. I need to go to my fridge and get some butter. All right, cool. I hope that wasn't too long. All right, cool. So we don't need that much. But the same thing with our grilled cheese. You want to make sure that you actually butter the outside or the inside or whatever side with some good old butter. Because fat is flavor. And butter is a thing. All right, these bananas are smelling so good. We have our panini press already like hooked up. It's hot, it's ready to go. This is something that I always keep on hand for any type of dinner parties, guys. So infused dinner parties, you don't have to spend all day inside the kitchen. Green Panther Chef, that's what it's all about. Cooking with cannabis made simple, all right? So we're going to add some of those bananas that smell amazing. We have the turmeric in there. We have our rosemary in there. Some cinnamon too, the butter. I mean, I'm in heaven. Excuse me. I just kind of like foodied out on you. All right. And I always say it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be good. So as you see, after like the bananas and all that good type of stuff, you're going to have some like juice on the bottom, quote unquote. That's basically nothing but infused butter, you know, and oil, all that good type of stuff. You want to hold on to that because we already buttered our pound cake. But if you just lean your pan to the side, you can top your pound cakes with a little bit of that infused butter. And when I tell you that is golden, it really is golden. All right, so we already have our panini press. It's super hot, ready for us to go. It's already buttered because we have so much butter inside of our infused pound cake that I've now infused with my grandmother's recipe. Sorry, Grandma. She loves me. And then we're also going to top it with a little bit of that turmeric butter and the banana and the cinnamon. And I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. I think that's it. I'm going to give this a good press. I'm going to let this hang out for about 4 to 5 minutes. So guys, I'm going to clean up and make sure you check back in about, 4 to 5 minutes when I pull this all together. We are back and we are actually wrapping up our banana Foster paninis. Just took it off the grill actually. We put butter on both sides, all that good type of stuff. And let's just take them off, slide them off the grill. We're using pound cake instead of bread. Just infused with a little bit of our cannabis butter, our cannabis oil. You can serve it like this. I actually do like to keep them whole, but depending on your dinner party guests, giving it a good half, it's always good. And it already smells so good too, especially with the turmeric that we added in there. Just so we can sneak it in. That's just me being a stickler here. A little bit of rosemary. And topping it with whipped cream is totally up to you. We are all about the herbs over here at Green Panther Chef. So guys, if you love this recipe or any other one, make sure you check out greenpantherchef.com. This is our Bananas Foster's grilled panini. So guys, see you soon.